expensive. Let's get a bit of dip rep instead. Yeah, their debt has just grown a bit more. And they're exhausted from war. They're not going to help me in this war. Jake Forts, that's okay, they'll activate when I'm declared upon. The most important ones are already active. That said, let's not be too daft. Let's get the border ones on at least. Silver Mines, Party in Ibiza, Coalition Center, it's all good though. Put God in charge of 3 dev province in the random new ocean. I like the way you think. I like to think that we blocked that for religious centers, but maybe we didn't. Alright, come on, Coalition. This is what I was born for. My technological advantage has kind of degraded. There's a lot there with Tech 16 out. And Tech 17 is a pipe dream. It's also not that useful. They're probably not too happy about what I did to... Oh, crumbs. Oh, Naples, don't fight me. They're in the coalition and they would block my coring around here. Core faster, numbnuts. Oh boy. On come the French as well. Of course, you know, I could just score the takedown on them, but let's see what's coming. Ooh, actually, I do want to humiliate the French a bit further. Remember all this Foix land that belongs to them? I'll hold off on it for now, though. There are bigger fish to fry for the time being. That is, you know, casting out those who have no home in Iberia. Everything, Jake, everything is coming. Oh, don't worry about it. I wish I had focused on dip instead of mill at this point. Didn't consider how useless Mohammed Nasir is at that. I could upgrade forts, but it's quite a cost and I don't need to. I can react fast enough on fortifications. And all this... Okay, 3 of them are about to finish. I'm not even sure I have the dip to work on that. What I do, however, have is almost enough to get some faithful adherents for that dosh. Global trade changes everything. I didn't spawn it, but I did not expect to. We've shipped off some people, as we expected to, and now we have a new colonial nation. Now, we have Foix and we have Exile Island and Barcelona, but I'm thinking we should have you as Aragon. Still growing up a bit here, but yes, our colony of Aragon. Still growing a bit there, but I've got the extra colonist. Who was I going to exile? Yes, I want to get rid of the Portuguese once and for all, but is there any more pressing matter around here? Like some high development land that really should go sooner rather than later. Roussillon is still a problem for me, but it's a few years until I can actually expel them. And I do want to expel them. But no, I think getting rid of the Portuguese from Tenerife is a great idea. Then I don't have to worry about the Portuguese ever again. The coalition ever grows. Well, I'd rather they let it grow up fully. Let's get the full cores here as best we can. Well, no, I need to wait for all of them to be done, so I pray that they don't declare war on me just yet. I need just a little bit of time. June this year, and it'll all come together. Nice. Massive force limit. And just the legalism I need to have oodles of dosh. I think that this has kept me afloat for so much of my campaign. If anybody's asking what mods I'm using, I don't stream EU4 with mods on. Hell, I don't even play it with mods on, really. I don't mind having papal revolts here. Enemies will come and destroy them anyway when this revolt inevitably hits. Yeah, I don't even run with any GUI stuff. I have music playing in an external music player if you count that, but I don't. Fazan's bankrupt. Oh man. Whitelaw, you're the most recent person I hired and you're already dead? That is sad. But I do need another admiral for the war that's surely incoming. Might as well do it whilst the naval tradition is still good. You tried, Whitelaw, you just didn't try hard enough. I bet if we had Grand Jester on the case, they'd take care of things. Excellent. 4 maneuver is worth so much at sea. Bohemia's in the coalition as well. Will it be enough to score the takedown on the HRE, I wonder? If indeed that's how we went for it. Bit of a spoiler for me to watch this instead of YouTube, says Davey131. Well, you're doing it to yourself. Ah, achievement unlocked. You get a new home, and you get a new home, because we have just expelled some Catholic Catalans here. Was that the one? Ah, weren't they Protestant? Either way, good riddance to bad rubbish. Now, I'm not saying Catalans are all that bad, but they still decided to take the fight against me, and that is fairly unforgivable. Question is, who goes next? I would like to get rid of those in Gran Canaria, so I don't have to worry about anything like that. But there's a bad risk of these being occupied in an upcoming war. Ah, but there's always a risk that's going to happen. Let's just throw them out of here. Send off the Castilians from Gran Canaria. Always a threat. And the manual cultural enrichment program is coming along a treat as well. Oh, this is just beautiful. It's even forming a wee smiley face. I should get to grip with Galicia though. Maybe Lugo should be shipped off. It's a bit expensive on its own. How are the colonies looking anyway? Well, 2 of them are very much about to be done. And excellent, there we go. This whole place can be made stated up and adequately defended, and it's prudent for me to put a better fort on Messina. And we've fulfilled another mission. I didn't think we would, but here we go. Emirate of Sicily event happens after we retake Sicily. In ages past, the Emirate of Sicily was a stalwart bastion of our faith, holding strong until Crusaders arrived in 1087. We're in possession of the coveted island. We have the chance to once again reinstate a Taffa state to act as a bulwark against the warlike Pope, who we've also emasculated, and his adherents. So Sicily could get Sicily and be my march, but I like to think that absolute authority requires absolute rule. Administrative investments for 20 years, including missionary strength plus guerrillians. That's very nice. Very, very nice. We should see to it that we appropriately convert them. Be expensive because of the autonomy and stuff, but what if they had little in the way of autonomy? You're not full chord, are you? No, I'm still lacking a bit. I mean, hell, they're going to revolt on me anyway, right? Azores have been shipped off as well, so they are good old Andalusian Sunnis. And my religious unity that has plagued me ever since I formed Andalusia is getting to be acceptable. Somebody is asking, it's Spasti Basti is asking, where did global trade spawn? The answer is London, which is a bit nasty for me. However, it's going to spread quite nicely across my realm anyway. We have a good amount of centres of trade. So we'll just hold out. If there's any tech, well, there's no tech I'm going to afford for a while anyway. Oh, well, we knew it was coming eventually. Brittany has declared war upon us. They brought in all their everybody. And France is in the mix as well. Why wouldn't they be? Now, if you thought the last battle looked pretty big, this is 500,000 total. I think we can take it down. Shame that it's Brittany who declared it. I won't be able to punch quite so much out of them. but they are close by if I wanted to nuke their capital and get better peace terms. Recht, let's make it happen. The Ottomans, of course, are going to join in their war. Why else would they be offering me a royal marriage? Oh, I was joking when I said that. I thought they'd say no, but they say yes. Your ruler is 45, which is a bit old, but we're 52, so let's just make it happen. Make it official. Show the ledger for losses before the war. I assume you mean before the war ends. Or you mean total losses in general. Oh, we can certainly do that. We get rid of any filtering for Sav and then go for army losses, sort by total. We've lost a fair chunk, but not as much as Russia or the Ottomans have. Ming a fair chunk, and then, yeah, France, of course. In battle, yeah, we lost a fair chunk, but we fight a lot of wars. When it comes to attrition, yeah, Ottomans, Russia, France have drank attrition plenty, but they were trying to kill us. And that's what you get. Okay, you will hopefully win that engagement and then seek calmer lands. Otherwise, we're going to hold back and just attack wherever is necessary. Although, until then, I'd like you to hunt enemy fleets in the Med. Hopefully you're not too backwards for that. Dio has been culturally enriched. I'd like to do Bambuk as well, but it's expensive and I need that for shipping people away right now. Ooh, right, we did not come out well from that, but as long as you hide away and don't come out to play, that should be alright. Even Stevens, we lost a battle and won a battle on the high seas. That's just insane, says Goost. 1.5 losses from attrition. Well, when we play multiplayer in the Dev Clash, the losses get even higher. Okay, I see a good opportunity and we're going to jump on it. I want my best army available for this. 20 is not best enough. I want a bit more of you, all of you, and more of you to help out with that. And I cannot core either of these fully because I'm at war with somebody who claims it's their proper core. Sicily is being converted. Can you actually stop it with an edict? No, just not a lot I can do about that in general, but I'm not concerned about it. I don't really care about converting it that much. It would just be nice, but I'll take not nice. Recht. In this case, I feel like we need a bit of extra... Jings, I didn't have my Admiral. Get on it, Grand Jester. I don't want losses out there. We lost a bit in terms of leadership. Pedantic Mikey's really good, sure, but I feel like we need another backup. I'll make one if the need arises. But what if we roll someone who's really good? No, we'll build up army tradition. Lots of things to consider. We'll deal with them all. Get on that boat, and then get FOB. Roma's under occupation, as I expected it would. And there we go, they're a revolting mess already. Thanks for dealing with that for me. All according to plan. A sound plan. I probably should have put the thing that stops you getting mauled by centers of reformation, but hey ho. Oh, I don't like the way you're going there. You have to stay and deal with the cards you're dealt there. I worry that the Ottomans are going to cost me dearly in this war and get absolutely ravaged. But they have a lot of area for me to jump in and fight on. Oh wow, that was just pretty nasty for you, wasn't it? We could run around the Ottomans and deal a whole lot of damage very quickly. So let's make it happen. Getting that early easy war score is a fairly high price. God damn it, I didn't pick you up. Are you planning on playing Vampire the Masquerade's Bloodline 2, not on stream but on your own? It doesn't really appeal to me, but you never know. I've played more surprising games before. Oh my, they're gearing up for a second coalition. Poland likes the sound of it. I don't like the sound of all those armies getting closer to Mainz. I could have been there and killed them by now. It's like Burger Tank. Could have already been there and back by now. Let's march in. It's hilly, so we have a bit of an advantage on our side here. But if they come in with more, then I'm in a bit of a bad spot. Oh, as if this is a bad spot. Kill them for what they do to us. Gotta get that war score from battles, don't you know? We'll fight them in the mountains. We'll fight them near the beaches, but not on them. This coalition's being picked apart, and having the Ottomans here means that they get to do the burning instead of me. They also have a far wider front, so I don't have to be too concerned about everything. Belgrade isn't that great for me to attack into, but I'll still score my 10 to 1. It's not a 10 to 1. But they are scarpering, so let's make it official in Belgrade. Or is it Belgrade? I don't know. I don't do Eastern Europe. Although I'm told this is Central Europe for whatever reason. Man, these guys are just getting pounded. Don't lose me those battles now, Ottoman. And Pedantic Mikey is now a siege specialist, so even better for all these sweet sieges. Oh dear lord, oh it's a bad, bad day to be the coalition. 11th, why don't we be there? The 11th, I knew it, so let's hightail it in there. I think you want to engage here as well, don't you? I can't get too cocky, but I do really want to slaughter all the enemies. Well, there we go. That's a quick way to generate 26 war score. I have defensive and really? Do I have both? Yeah, defensive and offensive. The ultimate mix of ideas. I also have a spare colonist, so I should be sending some people abroad for a nice holiday. Where was I thinking for that? I already dealt with both of you, right? Yes, I did. Who even is left to go? I'll deal with you the old-fashioned way. I want you to be Basque. I could do more of the Galicians, or I could do more of you. Ketlud, Huascar. I'd like to do Roussillon as well. Alright, we'll get Huascar done then. Huascar's Aragonese, I think. Off you trot. Is the Ottoman getting land out of this? Why would they get land out of this? They betrayed me, you know. It's like that scene with the toenail lady from Kamidori, right? This is just you paying back your mistake before. I still expect better from you. Alright, well that was fairly clinical. Got us a fat load of war score. Unfortunately we need a fat load more. Just battles alone don't make this, but if all I want is peace, we're not that far away from getting it. Plus I could drop in on Brittany and give them a pretty bad time. Speaking of dropping in on folk, the Austrians have made a terrible faux pas and decided to try to take down Sicily, not understanding that it's a good place for a colony. And the money's coming in, and Placenta has been converted, but not to Andalusian, to Basque. Because part of this campaign is basking in glory. That means I can convert you to Basque now, and that essentially puts an end to the Basque enrichments that we're going to do here. Good. Very good. These were all converted religiously, so it makes sense to... How are we on the colonies? Right, Seldor is about to be done, so I'll save my dip for sending off more hapless foes. Hello. Ha! Man, as if I could ever be scared of a country that has a picnic tablecloth as their flag. Now let's get out of here and torture some people with a real flag. I got a lot of time for the Austrian flag. It's simple but impressive. Unfortunately, they still have to die. Now they're putting up a good fight, so they'll probably be able to escape. And by probably able to escape, I mean goodbye. Any more for any more. I think the Ottomans can handle much of the rest of this. Let's drop in back to the homelands. Why not use any of the other armies? Because I really want to show how little these guys pose a threat to me. 500,000 men. They could bring 500 million men. I'm still winning here. Let's continue with, I wouldn't say problems that we have here, but continue with the religious enrichment of Majorca, Menorca, and Ibiza. Anything else we have to worry about religiously? Not really. Damn, this looks good. This looks really quite good. The second coalition is certainly trying to form. I just don't think it's going to work out too well for them. Let's trade. Come on, pedantic Mikey, show us how it's... Oh, how dare you, France! I like that land. That's what they use that little little landing board for. But French in Africa are French that are not in France. I did not win that battle as well as I wanted to. And Mikey's very good at sieging. They gave up on Futa, probably because they know where I'm marching now. Oh, the French were part of that fight that I just kicked their arses in. How nice for me. He's only got one on siege, but he does siege quite fast. Which means it only takes 28 days instead of much more. Still risky to have you hanging around there, though. Remember, this is still a war decided by battles rather than occupations. I just wanted to... Hang on, with that in mind, why am I even going here? I should be dropping in on Brittany. Yeah, I should be dropping in on Brittany. Right, where's that fleet of mine? Ottomans keeping the battles going in our favour? Naturally. Ibiza has been enriched, but yeah, it's 18 years away from being separatismed out. Yeah, screw it, just stick together. You're fine there. What is this war being fought over? It's yet another punitive war against me. Somebody out there will have kept count of how many there have been, but it's not me. You know, thinking about it, I could probably offer up Ottoman land to get this war done and dusted. I don't really want to. I want to win this war and show them all what's for. But I could also get a pretty massive truce with them all and punish the Ottomans for what they've done. But could also take a bunch of money. Oh, God, no, we're not offering that. I want to take it. It's not a lot of money, sure, but it tells them who's the boss. It's not impossible to demand some French land while we're at it. Still, first and foremost, keep those conversions rocking in. I don't need to start that cultural enrichment just yet. Maybe I should chase you away from here before I go up to... Nah, we're fine. Although we don't have our awesome defensiveness edict, you won't last quite as long. However, we'll let you guys get a tick of manpower back, even though the attrition's a bit fierce. And head over to Nantes and score a critical takedown on that fool Brittany. Demand the Poitou fort. Because I remember where Poitou is. Oh, this one here. On Hauti Poitou. No, I don't want to keep going into France, really. I'd be happy giving cleaner borders for Foix here. but I'm more happy just getting my 50% war score and telling these guys what's for. Meanwhile, the Ottomans are engaging quite a few battles. Hopefully they don't bring the war score down. There's no reason to think that they'll outlast me here, but they did score a breach. That's a bit troubling. I don't have the best of army to go and kick their teeth in, but maybe I should be ready for it. Oh, well, that was easy. That was real easy. And that'll really make them want peace a bit faster since they don't have it. But apparently Brittany's making gains. I can't even fathom how that's happening. Probably the from battle stuff there. I don't even care about taking down more of them. Let's just get our troops out of there and ready to deal with this eventuality. I don't think it'll fall at 7%. It managed to hold out last time. They know what's for. Alright, great. False alarm, folks. Back we go. And this will offset that nasty bit of war score that we've lost from battles for a wee bit. It's at 37, this will boost it back up to 40, and the war score looks good. I just need to tick up a bit more, and it's essentially game, set, and match. Because we're just too good. Can I help you out with your conversions yet? No. It is abusively expensive, sure, but it's also the fact that you have religious zeal everywhere. What's the plan on dismantling the HRE? Not sure we really have a plan for that. I've kind of backed myself into a corner to make that a little bit unfeasible, but I am here to get rid of the Iberians, and that is what I'll do. Oh well, hey, maybe these problems solve themselves, right? Damn, that is one united front. Couldn't hurt to try, could it? A lot of forts to chew through along the way as well. God, the number of units is just ridiculous between them all. I know I'm not using mods, Themis. Question gets asked all the time. Why would people ask that? What basis is there for that? Alright, they just ravaged that fort in no time. It's kind of sad that the battles stop at 40. It means I'm not in a good position to really rack up more war score, other than waiting out the war score going up. And he doesn't want his peace right now anyway. But we can carry on and slaughter people who we find anyway. Oh, right. And now the rebels come and cause the issues. Fair enough. Ah, and I have a spare colonist who I was ignoring there. There are still more of you guys to ship off though, so Urgel, because Roussillon is still out of commission. Urgel. And these are probably more Catalans, right? Urgel, away you go. Since all the colonies are pretty early on, I can go forward a bit more with manual conversions. You're not the biggest concern because these two are going to take similar lengths of time, but I should do more with the Galicians. First of all, I'm going to burn down a bit of their homes, because that'll make it faster and cheaper. Is there separatism here? Madness. Well, there isn't separatism here. So if you burn them down ahead of time, there are fewer people you need to relocate.